It was this idea. It was called the mayor campaign, if you've ever heard that. And a lot of
Yep.
agents do, especially older agents, but you're creating this mayor campaign where they know you because they see everyone you're involved with in that community. This is a greater way to create a better span of your audience, whether local or throughout the state that you're licensed in, to create that awareness of who you are as an individual. And then that you builds that trust thereafter, right? And it does it for you. So you don't have to go to the social events. We're talking about time with family. Well, there's a social installation lunch, and go to that for sure for your local association, right? That happens, once a year with most of the associations throughout the state of California. Want to talk about the Association of Realtors for that given county. You also have these mixers or whatever. Well, yeah, still good. But what if you could do that more often? What if you could be in the presence of others more often? Being on camera, taking the time to really just not care, let your hair down. I wish I could. I don't have any hair, but taking the time to do that, you could do that and be present for people so then they know who you are, and it builds that trust before they interact with you. Or do your background. Hey, I referred Buzz. They're going to look at you, or Phil. They're going to Google your name, see what they find. Julie, same thing. They're all Googling you guys, right? We all do it. Then they're going to find this. Okay, now I can build trust as the person this person is. Oh, they seem pretty cool. Oh, I agree with that. Whatever it is, it helps build that, I think. And that's where I think it's so important.
What's interesting is you've said it several times. Julie said it. Bill said it. This, show your human side. And what's really interesting is I'm starting to, and I don't know what radio station you guys listen to. Do you listen to KFBK? It's talk radio. It's big.
What's radio?
What's a radio? So in the car, going home, coming into work, I have this talk radio, and what's really interesting, I'm starting to see this where they're actually saying guaranteed human. And a lot of the ads are bringing in actually saying we're human. Yeah. And so that is a huge piece that connects all of what we're talking about, is showing, how you're human. Going back to something that we talked about earlier is some of these, like being sarcastic on your post or whatever. We had a wonderful lady on the show, one of our first episodes, realtor, top producer, and one of her biggest posts was the post where she actually failed to sell the property, and she was out taking the for sale sign out and was talking about how she was disappointed that she didn't really get this house sold. And she didn't make excuses or anything else, but I actually saw that before we had her on the show, and thought to myself, wow, no one ever shows that side of things. And I thought, what a great message. And then she was talking about it on the show, and I go, oh my God, I saw that. And so this idea of being human, being okay with our flaws.
It was her most popular post.
It was her most popular post.
She got tons of business off of it because people connected with, hey, that's real. Because no matter how great of an agent you are, there are some that you don't sell. And to be willing to show that also demonstrated a level of confidence and competency that you're unafraid to show that because you are successful in other areas. And I think it definitely was one. And I think the other thing that we've seen with a lot of guests is the confusion about what we're trying to accomplish. I love the images that we see all the time when it comes to social and web presence, and all I ever get is 100 views. Okay, let's take an image of you in a room with 100 people. Yeah, that's a great setting. Oh, 1,000 views. Let's put you in a room with 1,000 people. Let's put you in a room with 10,000. And these images that you see, like what that actually means, and the reality of how important those 50 to 100 people are that you reach. And oftentimes those are the most important because they are likely to be the clients that are the most connected and have the most at stake in that relationship. And I do think people get discouraged by trying to compare themselves to social media influencers and stars, as opposed to being professionals who are there to be present. And like you said just a second ago, Michael, well, I was just referred to Michael, but I don't know Michael yet. I want to go check him out. I'm going to go see what I see on his social. I'm not going to go see, oh, he's got 1 million views here or there. I just want to see who Michael is. 100%. And I think sometimes people get discouraged because they're comparing themselves in an apples and oranges type of a way. And that's one of the things, I certainly think we see a lot of. What's your answer to that? And do you consult real estate agents and partners and try to help them overcome some of these challenges as a part of your business modeling?
Absolutely. 100%. And it's like, tell them how you do it. There's a time where I wore suits, but as I met you, I used to always wear a suit. I don't think you ever wear a suit. There's always cowboy boots, jeans, and a shirt for you. But
I dressing up used to be Wrangler jeans, my boots, and a collared shirt.
Right. And I remember that.
His shoes talk when he walks. So, dressing up is outside of the category of his realm. So.
But when I started doing the media videos, because I blew up on Instagram a while back, and still, it kind of runs stagnant these last couple of years. I'm trying to find the SEO rhythm, but back then you could post a photo and it was like a gorgeous home and you get 1 million likes on it, right? And it's just different now. But what I noticed was with social media is like I was do the batch recording that you're talking about. And this way I coach people in, and I tend to just wear now when I'm on social a black t-shirt. It's very just common. It's easy. It's just easy to do. But I'd have a t-shirt, back then I'd bring 5 different sports coats. That's where it kind of went through. Or I'd have a white shirt with several different coats. And I'd record these videos with the coats, and I'd do like 5 with this one, then 5 with this one, then 5, and I'd just knock them all out. And then I did the videos. We did the Hey Mike videos with social media as well. I tell agents this. There's things where you could just random questions and figure out what works with your style, with what your brand.